Talking about memories, yeah, we're gonna make them. Talking about rules, you know we're gonna break them. When the lights come on, everybody's screaming, lighters in the sky, yeah, everybody's singing. Every word to every song to the girl that's singing tonight. When the lights come on, everybody's feeling a hallelujah. From the floor to the ceiling, yeah, the drink that we're, the smoke that we're, the party we're through, it's going all night long. When the lights come on, when the lights come on. Yeah, we all the same cause we thinking the same thing. We on the same page cause we sipping the same drink. Here's a little something to thank y'all for showing up. Al Dean and the boys are about to blow it up. When the lights come on and everybody's screaming, lighters in the sky, yeah, everybody's singing every word to every song.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. It would be no surprise if today's matchup turns into a grinded-out affair. The Cardinals are #1 in defensive yards allowed, and they go up against the Redskins, who will need to be sharp on offense. So let's send you out to the Valley of the Sun as we welcome in our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are about 15 miles west of downtown Phoenix at University of Phoenix Stadium here in Glendale. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Washington Redskins and the Arizona Cardinals.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver. Hey, blue 10. Blue 10. Zebra.
Dalton, 1st and 10. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Let's look at this offense now, and let's talk about John Brown.
An exciting young talent from Pittsburgh State, home of the Gorillas. Hard to cover, great moves in short areas.
So 2nd and 10 here. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Dalton off play action. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Matt Ioannidis with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Hey, blue 10.
3rd and long. What will Dalton dial up? And he fires one, but incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
That's taken it around the 40. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Redskins will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll make it 2nd down. And a lot of the weight of this offense falls on the shoulders of the running back.
That's because the offense knows if they give him any openings, any opportunities, he can turn it into a big play at any time.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. And he'll give it here to his running back. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up third and about 6. And the 11 defensive starters for Arizona.
Dan Buchanan was drafted as a safety, but makes many of his plays as a linebacker in their scheme.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brad, wasn't that long ago that the guy playing that spot was an outside linebacker type of a guy. Now, as a defensive end, how about the speed that he used to get into the backfield and make the play?
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of 2. Now third down.
Ordinarily, the responsibility for not letting edge pressure disrupt the play falls on the offensive tackles. Their job, to push that edge pressure so far wide they can't either get to the quarterback or the runner, especially on a draw.
Offense working with a 3rd and 13 still left. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Now on 4th down, the 2014 NFL leader as a rookie in yards per punt, Tress Way on to kick it. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. And here is the Redskin defense.
Ryan Kerrigan is an example of bringing the best of you from college to the NFL and remaking your game. Terrific guy causing fumbles at Purdue, has done the exact same thing in the NFL, then lost weight and became an absolute terror rushing the passer.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to have a third down.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
Now Dalton. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. A very solid gain of 27. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
Offense needs something here on second down. It is second and long. They come up in an offset eye. Second down, Dalton. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
Third down, still 14 yards left. Play clock winding down. And the Redskins have it. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And they'll add a DB in the secondary here on third and 14. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Third down from the gun. Dalton throws right side, and that's complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. Their dangerous wide receiver. His first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control. And how about the end result? A touchdown.
Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. And last time out they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. And wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Okay, let's do our version of name dropping here. Let's show off a little knowledge, right? The A-gap. The gap between the center and the guard on either side, right? Both sides. Control that, you're going to control an inside running game.
And he had to feel satisfied because he hit that gap, broke the contact. He loves that.
That's the best part, right? That's what he's going to ask the coach to run back on film.
Let me see that one more time.
Try that again, coach. Look how my legs kept churning. I just kept moving, and he did to the tune of a big game.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster. It all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
They go play action here on first down. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. These coaches told us they wanted to take the top off this defense. They wanted to be able to stretch them downfield. They showed it pretty well there.
And they knew that if they were able to do that, it would open up everything else. But how did they truly get it done? Practice in the previous week, making sure they had a plan, fine-tuned before they put it into effect in the game.
So they're operating in the red zone. Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's first down and 10 now for the offensive group. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll look to throw now on first down. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag.
I really don't know where to go with this one. He caught the pass, but in the opposite direction towards his own end zone. That's not one you get every game.
Here we go. Blue 90.
So now it's first and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down right around the 16. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be second and goal.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Here we go. Green 39.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's complete right around the 8. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver. His first touchdown on the year. And the Redskins are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Blue 10. Blue 10.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he powers his way up past the 30. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
So they run it on second down. Now let's see what third down brings here for the offense. They send Green to the left on his own. Despite only needing one, Dalton to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Redskins touchdown. Short throw pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he stopped immediately there. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL. And a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He lost two there, and it's third down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
And they've got an extra defensive back out there now on 3rd and 13. Third and long. What will Dalton dial up? And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. Needed 13, and with a good spot, they got 13 and a first down.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off. There he goes, left side. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Redskins touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism, because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Dalton right back on the horse after the pick six. And he will find his man on the outside. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
It's second down. Dalton looking. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot, and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Now Dalton, he'll rifle this one deep right side, and he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
They brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
Passing, it's Dalton. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. The big fella. A great read, and it's picked off. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. They run the counter now on 1st down. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down. 2 minutes to go here in the 1st half. More from the desert after this. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle, because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us wanted to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit, taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And now they're in the hurry-up. 2nd down, Dalton. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Here comes the D swarming to the line. They come out here in the I. They look to throw on 3rd with Dalton. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now. They've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
It's taken to the 26. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Redskins will take possession with a 1st and 10. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met. I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
He's got the hook up here on the comebacker, complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And they'll go with a ground attack here. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Redskins who have the lead here. So this guy's just sitting there, right? He's got like 30 hot dogs in front of him. And what's that? Flip? Apparently we're back. Okay, so Larry's halftime show got cut off. Sorry, we were doing story time here in the booth. We are ready, though, for the 3rd quarter. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So out now come the Redskins. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
When you think of Mike Daniels, you think of strength. Hard to knock off the football, but surprising quickness and ability to move and evade people. How about that play there?
Well, he can squat 600 pounds, so that's how he caught people's attention coming into the league, and he caught our attention right there. Back to throw here. Looking deep downfield. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. Are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter three.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. Throwing on second down. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. A great read. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Redskins touchdown.
Partner, I know it's hard to believe, but sometimes guys who are built with the dimension of linebackers can actually get lost from sight by the quarterback.
Well, they're usually not the tallest guys.
So, yeah, that allows him sometimes to kind of hide down in there, kind of get a little bit lower, and maybe he just never saw him. But, boy, he sure wishes he had. He picked it off and ran it all the way back for a touchdown.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback. And it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Hey, we got tight left. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Key him. Key the tight end. Here we go now. Good. Watch you now, Barney. Barney.
They come up in an offset eye.
No. Check. Patriot. Detroit.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Second down following the incompletion. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
Will the defense dial up the pressure? Let's see. 3rd and 11.
Now let's go.
On play action, they'll throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matt Ioannidis in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taken right about the 40. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. A well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle.
Now let's go. Leopard. Leopard. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and end of the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense. Get a couple of first downs.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
Oh, boy, he got a favorable spot there. The guys on the sidelines were raising their hands over their head and clasping their hands to signal safety. But the official marked it just outside the end zone at the 1-yard line.
They'll come out in the pistol.
Hurry up, here we go. Green. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. They'll set up a throw. He hits Floyd on the right. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And he'll take it on this side of midfield. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. come out here in the eye.
Here we go. 3-19.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 4 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down. You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. Well, I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
A give to the fullback on the dive. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
And that was a good collision right there. And I know this as a former defender. If you're playing linebacker, you're going through a checklist on every play on who you think's going to get the ball and where you think the ball's going to go. Rarely do you expect the fullback position to get it. And on that play he did. So you got to steel yourself at that point because the contact is going to be strong.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and...
Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. In the red zone this time. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
All right, here we go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
Here we go now. Green 39.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards gets him back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. They'll give it to him right up the gut. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the fourth.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Try and start this drive in the air. And it's a fumble. But I think a Cardinal was able to gain possession, yes. So they will hold on to the ball. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
3rd and 4.
Here we go. Tight right. Hey, hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Back to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw in that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Hurry up, here we go.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. Time running out here on the play clock. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
I got you. Set. Blue 90.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He'll find his man on the comeback route. Complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near midfield at the 49.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
He'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. Again, he'll drop to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And they still need 8 yards for the first here on 2nd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. Calling an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Offense just a yard away from the line they need to gain. 3rd down.
All right, here we go.
He can run for it, and he will. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. And now time will be called here as we've got an injured Redskin down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So a collective holding of breath here as the starter heads for the sideline. And look who's going to get a shot here in relief. It's Robert Griffin III. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
They come out here in the eye. And they'll run it here. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up. They'll give it to him right up the gut. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one. Maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Here we go now.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. From the left side, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Here we go. Green, 39.
Back to throw now on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right.
Here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39. Detroit.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. And we're hitting the end of this one, and it looks to probably be the final play.
Yeah. Detroit. Here we go now. Blue landing. No. Check. Patriot.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
So for the Redskins, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the LA Rams. Meanwhile, for Arizona, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.